I'm Executive Director Kevin Robertson, and this is the KDA Video Minute for Wednesday, September 15th. All right, it's been a while since we've done a Video Minute, so we've got several issues we want to discuss today. And we're going to just start off with some KDA things that are going on. First of all, the Sunflower Showdown, which is the KU K-State tailgate party that we have every year, will be on Thursday, October 14th. It's a 6:30 kickoff at KU's Memorial Stadium, which means the tailgate's going to start at 3:30 on Thursday, October 14th. We know that that's going to be difficult for some people to attend. We do have tickets available, but we would certainly like you to join us and join some camaraderie with your dental colleagues, peers, as we set sights on football season and what we hope will be a great game on Thursday, October 14th. Along with the tailgate, every year we take our Board of Delegates meeting and we incorporate that with that event. So the KDA Board of Delegates meeting will be on Friday, October 15th. Now there's lots of districts right now that are having their district meetings around the state, and some of those delegates are changing over. So we want to make sure that delegates that are the new delegates are informed of this, and we don't know who all those names are yet. So within your district, as you have district meetings, please know that we'll be meeting on Friday, October 15th at 9:30 at the Orihad Hotel in Lawrence. So we hope to see everyone there. Of course, it is district meeting time. Kansas now has 10 component district dental societies. As of today, 5 of those districts have had their annual meetings. An officer, usually Dr. Dave Hamill or Hal Hale, and a person from the staff, usually myself or Greg Hill if I'm not available, will attend all 10 of those district meetings. We certainly enjoy the opportunity to meet with the members around the state and hear about your issues and concerns. So please plan to attend your district meetings. Often there's CE associated with those, perhaps a meeting or a dinner or whatever that is just a good time, again, to meet with your peers and hear about what's going on with the KDA and the issues that are facing dentistry. So please plan to attend those meetings, and if we haven't been to your district yet, we look forward to seeing you here throughout the rest of September at one of those meetings. Staying in Kansas, you know, the Kansas Dental Board finally has approved some new guidelines for sedation and anesthesia. They're changing some of the requirements for level 1, 2, 3 permits. Those take effect on December 1, but the date to really remember is November 1. That's when your application is due for those permits. There is going to be a grandfathering provision, or there is a grandfathering provision that allows people that have done 20 cases in either the permit categories to submit those cases and be grandfathered in to receive your permit. So that's really important if you're someone that is out there already with a permit doing these activities. Now, also, beginning with a Type 1 permit, every dentist that has a permit will have to have some level of CPR. It depends on what permit you have, whether or not you can have a basic or an advanced healthcare provider CPR training. But that is one thing. Even if you get grandfathered in with your cases, you'll still need to get your CPR. So that's something you need to be looking at. And then if you don't have the proper number of cases to grandfather yourself in, the KDA is teaming up with Dr. David Canfield, who will be doing a CE course on October 21st through the 23rd, and you can sign up for 2 days or 1 day for that course, which will meet the qualifications. It's a dental board approved course for the sedation that'll meet the qualifications so you can get your permit that way. That will be down in Wichita. The cost for a KDA member is $1,350. That's a discount for dealing with us as a KDA member. So we want to open that up as an opportunity as well. You should have received some information already from Dr. Canfield. KDA will be getting that posted on its website shortly too, so that you can register online through us. All those registrations will go to Dr. Canfield, but rest assured the KDA is involved in that and is very interested in making sure that everyone meets the qualifications and no one's left out on the cold with regard to anesthesia and the new sedation. Of course, recently, I'm sure many, if not all of you, saw the reports on the national media regarding BPA and dental sealants. The The ADA has been very interested in that. In the past, have done their own survey results or studies on BPA and the effects with regard to BPA leaching from sealants or composite materials. The ADA tells us that the BPA from a sealant is 200 times less than the EPA allows within the environment. The study that came out last week was showing that there is an initial surge in the amount of sealant or in the BPA after a sealant's done. So the ADA is suggesting that either a cleaning of the sealant surface as well as a good rinsing of the mouth following a sealant should lower that number. Some of the numbers I saw personally on the national news were 88 times the approved levels spike after the sealants were placed. So anyway, please be sure to remember that rinsing and cleaning of those surfaces should lower that. And there is some information that's available on the ADA website, and we're linked to it on the ksdental.org website. So you can check that out. You can check the ADA statement, and in case any of your patients have questions about that, you can find that information and make that available to them as well. Hey, we want to take a minute to thank the almost 60 providers that stepped forward on a very short notice, 2 weeks notice, to participate in the Kansas Urgent Dental Care Program that's utilizing some federal money to treat some adult patients that have dependent children. That money was made available through the stimulus package that was passed a year ago, and Kansas was able to mobilize providers in order to use that money, or a good portion of that money. Many dentists have already participated, taken a day or 2 days where they've taken these patients. Medicaid eligible patients receive Medicaid rates, but it's not a Medicaid program, so there's not the red tape involved in that. Many dentists step forward. Later this week, actually, for this Friday is when the vast majority of the dentists that are participating will be seeing the patients in their office on that particular day. There's different scenarios. Some are kind of treating it like an in-office Kansas Mission of Mercy type thing, where several patients are going to come in and they're going to be triaged, and then their needs will be determined. Others are just taking those patients within their normal schedule of patients. But at any rate, we expect to see a lot of patients in a short period of time in order to utilize and help with access to some of these patients that normally would not have received care. So the program actually was overwhelmed with the number of providers that signed up and said they'd participate. So I'm sorry that some of those we actually filled up. Some people wanted to participate, could not. But again, thank you so much. I think that shows just how much the dentists really care in the state of Kansas, how willing they are to participate and assist people in need. This all just goes to show how charitable dentists are in the state of Kansas. According to the Pew Foundation report, which came out over the summer, now it's a report that we don't agree with a lot of things, but one of the things in that particular report, it showed that each dentist gives about $33,000 worth of free and reduced care in their office annually. Well, in Kansas, with 1,400 licensed and practicing dentists, that comes to about $46 million in free care that dentists are giving. If you roll that on top of what we're already doing with the Kansas Mission of Mercy, 9 programs to date, $8.5 million in care, 550 dentists have participated in at least one of those programs, and then we've treated about 17,000 patients during that period of time. Also, we have the Donated Dental Services program that 330 providers participate in, dentists participate in, and over the period of the last 10 years, we provided about $6 million in care to 2,400 patients. So, and that's just a tip of the iceberg. I mean, you all know what you're doing in your own office with your own patients. So a lot of times dentists are criticized because they don't have the 80% participation that physicians have with the Medicaid program. We're only about 25, 28%. But there's lots of other ways that dentists are providing care, and there's reasons why we know that dentists don't participate in the Medicaid program. So keep up the good work. It's really important that we get those numbers out to the legislature as we move forward with some other access issues, and thank you for doing all that you do. Thank you today, and as other issues come up, we will discuss those in the next KDA Video Minute.